Hi, I'm Lindsay from Starling Photography, and I specialise in portrait photography and workshops as well. The workshops deal a lot with self-esteem building and things like that, but I'll tell you more about that in subsequent videos. But today all I really wanted to share was how photography saved my life. And it might sound dramatic and it might sound a bit over the top and all that kind of thing, but really it's the truth, and I want to share that with you because it's so important to me. So about 5 years ago, I moved to the UK from South Africa, and we moved to Essex because the commute was easier for my husband into London. And I didn't know a soul, and I was pregnant. And when I had my little boy, it was a big shock, and there were so many adjustments that I had to make and things I had to get used to culturally and all sorts of things. And I became very, very depressed, and things became so overwhelming, and I felt so helpless, and it was a really difficult time. And my husband said to me one day, he said, "Linz, take my camera and go for a walk, and just go take some photos and go out and get some fresh air, and it'll make you feel better." So I did that, and I took his camera. I didn't have a camera at the time, and I went out, and it was amazing because when I looked through the lens, it helped all that peripheral noise just go away, and I was just focusing on one thing, and I had complete control of just that one thing that I was looking at through the lens. So it was a lot of, wildlife and macro photography. When I say wildlife, it's not like South African wildlife. It's like birds and frogs and stuff. But and I loved it. And those moments when I was with the camera, just out on a walk, everything got a lot quieter and everything became a lot more clear. And in this world of emotional chaos that I was really going through, the camera helped me focus literally and figuratively on just one thing, so that all the other noise just faded away for a little while. And in those moments I could control just that thing, and it just made me feel a whole lot better. And after that, I started to feel in more control of things when I would focus on them like I'd focus with a camera. So after time and taking the camera out with me a lot more, I started to get better, and my depression seemed to ease, and I got to know the area that I lived in, and it was just amazing. It was great therapy for me, really. So what I try and do is, or what I've learned from it, was to apply the same kind of concentration on a little thing that I can control in my life in general. And everybody can do this. There are things that you can't control in life, and then there's things that you can actually get a handle on and make a change and improve. And it's really your choice and how you choose to see things. So photography has helped me work through a really difficult time in my life. But it's also given me skills for the future where, like I can control a shot that I'm taking in that moment. I accept that I can control certain things in my life in that moment and take them for what they are and work on them as they are. So that's how my journey with photography started, and I can't imagine my life without it. I can't imagine never picking up a camera again. I mean, there's times, and it's part of any business person's mentality. I mean, it's tough having your own business and battling in a market where there's plenty of photographers who do a variety of different things. But ultimately for me, I could not be without a camera. I could not be a photographer. I could not. Double negative there. I used to be a teacher, so this is poor language for me, but it's a part of my life now, and it affects how I tackle things in life. And I have decided to use those principles to help others through photography. So photography for me was a vehicle to improve myself and take charge of my own life, and I want to help people do that in the same way. So the workshops I do are to build self-esteem, to be aware of what is out there in social media, image-wise. What are we putting in our brains, and how do we think of ourselves compared to things we see every day and the images that are out there, and that kind of thing. And I want to share with people what I learned from photography, using photography. So that's pretty much who I am and what I do, and I'm so proud of it, and every day I just am so blessed to be able to do it. So in my videos that are coming up, I'm going to be talking about technical aspects of photography, which, to be fair, isn't my strong point. I don't feel I'm an authority on the technical aspects of how a camera works. I mean, I know how a camera works, but I'm not going to be the authority on that at all. What I do is I use photography to point out things about people that they might not have seen or they might not have believed are there. So their beauty, their strengths, their qualities, what they have to offer, and how they can bring about change in their own lives to just achieve what they want and get out of life what they deserve. So that's pretty much what Starling Photography... I get really passionate and then my tongue gets tired. That's what Starling Photography is all about. Now, I used to be based in Essex, and I had slowly built up a client base there, but then we had to move to Kent. So being in Kent, I've only been here for 3 months. I'm really looking forward to launching Starling Photography 100% in the new year. So coming up January 2016, there's going to be a lot of changes coming, and a lot of push to really get my message across, because I haven't taken a photo in a while, and to be honest, it makes me itch. You know, there's like physical withdrawal symptoms from photography if I don't do it for a while. So that's how much a part of my life it is. So yeah, stay tuned, and I hope that you continue to watch some videos of mine, that you find them helpful, and that you just join me in sharing what I've learned and my passion and love for photography, and that's what drives me. Thanks for watching. So you can check out my Facebook page, Starling Photography. My website is starlingphotography.co.uk, and I'm going to pop up a lot more things on my YouTube channel, so you can subscribe to that too if you like. Okay, I'd love to hear from you in the comments box. I'll answer any questions you have, or I would love to hear any experiences that you've had that are similar to mine. But yeah, get in touch. Thanks.